now that we have a bunch of examples, the idea from my perspective, when you're trying to create for yourself combinations that are expressive of your style, is figuring out what really makes you feel something, what makes you feel motivated to do it, passionate about it. If you're somebody that likes the way it looks, what makes you feel like you're enjoying the look of it while also enjoying the feel of it. And the idea is to have something that you feel comes through you that's expressive of you. Now, we're starting out with a really simple example, but it's the same process no matter what moves you're using. And now you're talking about style versus technique, right? Technique to me is the turn. Style is how you present the turn in a way that looks however you want it to look. From my perspective, this is where if you start practicing your technique with music that moves you, you will begin to develop your style built into the technique. And I think that's more efficient. I recommend people do that because I think if you have to go back and take every technique that you learned and then stylize it, that takes way longer. Whereas why not learn it with style in the first place? The prescription is, maybe I should actually post a video of what I was doing the other day. The prescription is, okay, so the other day I was working on a 4-pedal anti-spin turners, right? And so instead of just working on them, what I did was I put on music that I liked and I practiced doing footwork with it and bending my body with it so that as I was doing the movement, I had a stylization as I was coming around the turns, whatever. Maybe I was doing a kick or a stamp or whatever, so that I had more to it than just the technique itself. What ends up happening, I believe, I have no scientific evidence to prove this is true, but they say that you technically are not able to multitask. That's really what's happening is when something appears as if you're multitasking, what you're really doing is you're context switching between the two tasks or however many tasks really rapidly. So if you're dancing and doing the technique, if you're doing them together, they end up getting married together and you have the ability to context switch quicker, which gives you faster transitions and it gives you more style while you're doing it. And the more you're in bullet time, where time has expanded and you have this dilation and slowed down, the more you have choice about how you stylize it and what moves you choose to do. I mean, the prescription from my perspective in order to do this is immediately, when you start your practice, make a playlist of music that you enjoy. Immediately. And then after you have enough of the technique to know that you know what it is and you know when you're not doing it and you're like, oh wait, no, that wasn't it. If you're there, you're ready to do it with music because you're ready to start getting it to a place where you're expressing it in relationship to the beat. Now, if you're not musically inclined, then this is not advice that will work for you. So I got nothing. But if you are musically inclined and if you're a dancer, then this is definitely a prescription I recommend.